Cutlery? I have a really hard time saying that word. I wonder what cutlery is. We're gonna go on a tour of the Carter Cutlery shop and see how they make knives. The first thing on the tour is a movie about Carter Cutlery.
Welcome to Carter Cutlery, your final destination in your quest for perfect knives. I spent 18 years in Japan and have personally forged and completed over 30,000 knives. Coke is coal that has been heated in order to drive away impurities such as sulfur and phosphorus, which can contaminate steel. We always start by forging the tang, which will become the handle of the knife. This way, we can fine-tune our heating rhythm.
Here's the eye protection, so I'm going to have you wear these because they're forging today, so you can take those. I'm going to go get mine.
Look how cool these glasses are. These glasses are supposed to keep us safe. They're forging today. Okay, we're going in. Look here. You have to stay in the yellow line, but look at all these cool machines.
These are the patterns, so you saw in the video, we'll start making the knife. We want to make it like some of these. So we got a guide.
And then you smash down the hammer, then you put all the wood on it.
Yeah,
right?
we'll see all that. Let's go. More of those patterns I talked about, so that's the kitchen knives together. Room, this is the outdoor knives.
And you put that on because it's super hot?
Yeah, when I exhaust the air and throw the smoke from the fire out. Saw the steps in the video. Start with something like this.
Oh.
I don't have step 2, but here's step 3. So go from this to this. Keep winding out the blade here. End up with something like this.
That's pretty cool. 65 steps is a lot though.
Yeah.
Look at this hammer. It was the one that smashes the metal so to make everything thin and sharp. And so what about these wood pieces?
Yeah, this is ironwood. This is Arizona desert ironwood. Here's some hand-on finished up.
That's pretty cool.
Working on the sheet for the outdoor knife.
Get ready to go forge if you guys wanted to watch.
Look how cool that is, everybody. Wait, that's not cool. That's hot.
Where are you guys visiting from?
Huntington Beach, California.
Oh, nice.
What's your name?
I'm Aaron. What's yours?
Easton.
Easton. Nice to meet you.
What's the easiest way to make the coal?
The coal? The coat?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the easiest way. We just buy that.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's refined coal, so it's more pure than actual coal. So it doesn't have a lot of the nasty chemicals, sulfates, and stuff like that that'll penetrate into the steel. So it's a better environment for the steel.
What's the most dangerous part about the job that you do?
Probably like getting something in your eye or something like that, which is why I always wear safety glasses. And then we have a big buffer in that room, which is probably the most dangerous machine in the shop. It's very powerful.
Oh. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm about to hit this if you want to stick around for a second. I'm actually trying to forge one of these first time.
Ooh.
So we'll see. It's
Are
called
you-
a kukri.
Are you a new worker here?
I've been doing this for about a year. So yeah, pretty newer than anybody else. A little hotter. So did Tetsuo tell you this was the last one of these hammers made? Yeah. So pretty special that we get to use this thing.
Should I plug my ears?
Yeah, if you don't have headphones, I'd plug them. It won't be too loud. But. It's a really cool like little clutch system. So when we do this, it releases releases the pressure up there.
Oh, that's what you're doing? You have to pull by your foot?
Yep, it's all foot powered. Yep.
That's nice.
So that's working on the handle. So that's basically forging down the handle. And then once I elongate it, kind of get it to shape, then I'll smash it flat like that, make it thin.
How hot is the red knife right now?
How hot? I'm not sure of the exact temperature. It's a good question. We do a lot of things just by eye. So if it's bright orange, you know, depending on what type of forging we're doing or quenching or whatever, it's all, we just look at the color of the steel. Yeah, eventually it'll melt. What brought you guys to council?
Well, we have family who lives here that live all the way in Idaho, but we don't see them that often. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome. Stay as long as you'd like.
What are these?
That's called pine charcoal. Murray is the only one that uses that. It's kind of his special stuff.
Tell him to be gentle, and if he tries to grab it from your hand, don't give it to him. Tell him to be gentle here. He'll be gentle. Torpedo, sit. 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 You be gentle. You be gentle. You gotta get a little closer. Gentle. Yeah.
Are you the owner of this place?
Yes, I'm the owner. You want to go into the office where we could talk with a little bit more quiet?
What? Sorry.
You want to go into the office where we won't have this noise? Okay, what's your name?
My name's Easton. What's your name?
Easton. Murray. Nice to meet you, Easton. What do you think of my dirty hands? Those are the kind of hands you get when you're working around the knife shop.
Mm-hmm. What in the knife video, did you put up this knife when it showed it?
Yeah, one very similar to that. Did you watch the whole 12-minute video?
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you find the most interesting?
The most interesting that there's 65 cents.
That's right, that's right. And this isn't one of them. Trying to pull old glue out of a new knife handle isn't one of the 65. But did you know that knife makers have lots of different skills, and most of the skills we have come from fixing mistakes. So when people come to learn making knives here, we encourage them to do their best, and if they make some mistakes, we just have them work through it so that they can learn the solution to whatever mistake they made.
What's the most dangerous knife you have?
The most dangerous knife is the sharp knife that you're working on when your mind is not focused on your job. Then it becomes very dangerous because then you can cut yourself when you least expect it. Did you see some machinery in there that looks dangerous?
There was one that was super dangerous looking in the movie. Was it the one that you had a saw on, the little hand thingy?
Yeah, the bandsaw. Bandsaw is dangerous. If you're not careful, you can lose a finger. The power hammer looks really dangerous, but it's actually not the most dangerous machine in the shop. The most dangerous machine in the shop is the buffing wheel. The buffing wheel is a soft linen wheel that spins around at about 3,600 revolutions per minute, which is like really, really fast. And if you're buffing a knife, and like the tip of the knife or the edge of the knife or the corner of the knife gets caught in the buff, it'll throw it at about 300 miles an hour. And if you're in the path, it'll just throw it right into you. So actually, the few times that knife makers have died on the job, it was from the buffing wheel. So we have to be really careful. That's why in the video that you watched, it said, if somebody's working on the buffing wheel, please don't say a word to them so that they can work uninterrupted.
Yeah, because I've heard stories of knives, and they're pretty sharp.
You want to see how sharp one of our knives is? Okay, I want you to hold this knife, and don't do anything other than just hold it, right like that. Maybe hold it a little closer to your body, so you get a good grip. You got a good grip on that knife?
Yeah.
Okay, don't let go of the knife.
Oh.
What do you think of that?
Ooh, that's very cool. You have to be careful practicing with it too.
Yep. Look at this.
They're like scissors.
Yeah, now we get to clean it all up. What have I made that looks like a knife? I made a knife that looked like the barrel of a rifle.
Oh.
And here's an interesting looking blade here. Let me show you this one here. So this blade goes on a handle like this. So you hold it in your hand like this. You have any idea what a blade like that would be used for?
Yeah, it says this is sharp sided, then you would cut it.
This is the sharp side here. So this is a sickle. In Japanese, known as a kama, K-A-M-A, a kama. And you grab your vine or your plant or your grass, and then you put the blade behind it, and then you cut towards you like this. You trap it. So this is an interesting blade. That's a Japanese sickle. This is a Western sickle. Same concept. You hold whatever you're going to cut, and you pull towards you.
Is this knife right here? Not in these swords, but is that big knife right there able to cut a cow in half?
Oh, for cutting whales. That's a whale knife.
Wow.
Yep.
Must be super strong.
Yep. It is very strong. It's got a really, really thick spine. Look at that. Look how thick it is in the back.
It needs to be bigger. How heavy is it?
Well, I want you to hold it. You gotta hold it up like this, because if you hold it down, the handle will come off. So just hold it like that. Here, we'll get a picture of you and your dad.
This sand weighs about 3 pounds. Is it 3 pounds?
Yeah, but it's well balanced. If you hold it like this, you can use it with one hand. But my teacher's father made this over in Japan, so it's a bit of an antique.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
This place is like a little museum. A lot of the stuff here is from his family that made knives. Here's a picture of the guy who trained him. The little stamps they put in it. That's how you know it's from this company. Let's look at these beautiful knives. Look how pretty this one is. Look how cool that one is. My favorite one's this one because it has more of fish scales. It just looks super nice. They're gonna let me write on the wall because we visited.
Yeah, that Pulliam knife. It's hilarious, huh? This is perfect.
I really loved coming here because you're able to draw stuff on here, and plus you could just see them make knives, which is really cool. And you can check out some knives making and buy one, and there's a cool little movie that shows you a lot of cool stuff. So that's why I like this place a lot, and they have really nice people here too. And I think I'm done. You should buy a knife from these people because the knives are super sturdy and they have good quality. I've given these knives a 5-star rating. Goodbye.
Goodbye.